I know you're gonna dig this.
There we go! Alright guys, welcome back to Dre Racing. And as much as we should be working on the Duster, Dad's daily needs a little, I guess, preventative maintenance or, you know, it's going a little bit wrong right now, right?
Yeah, so I drive about 90 miles a day in this thing, in this 2014 Charger, and we replaced the battery yesterday. It just flat out died on us.
Yeah.
And today we're going to do the Serpentine belt and the pulleys, and the reason I'm doing that is because we get a belt smell, and at high RPM it does squeal pretty bad. So I took it apart, I checked all the bearings, I can't find anything wrong. So we've got the tensioner, and there's two pulleys, one ribbed pulley, one smooth pulley, and those have bearings in them, so maybe we got a bad bearing. New Gates belt. This is also, so these are all Gates parts because that's what the parts store had. It's upside down.
Yeah, keep in mind also, it could be going wrong because this car does have 145,000 miles on it. So, other than that, the car is running great for
it's been doing doing pretty good. So, what are we going to need for tools?
So, for the pulleys here, it is a 13 millimeter, and then for the tensioner, there's one bolt also, is a 16 millimeter. A little odd size, but that's what it is. And then obviously, you know, your ratchet and whatnot. So.
Yeah, so a 3/8 drive ratchet will pull it apart. And so the 3/8 drive, you put right on the tensioner and take the tension off. So we'll do that. We'll see if we can set up a camera to show that. And I probably could remove the air box to make a little bit more room. But I've had this off before. I didn't take the air box off, so I'm going to just leave it all alone.
Yep.
All right, let's get the camera set up and let's do it. Okay, so we got a 3/8 drive in the hole. Ricky, just push down on that tensioner. And you can see how it releases the tension off the belt.
And that's it.
So we'll go ahead and just pop the belt off so you can let go now.
Yeah, they recommend that you don't just cut the belt off because that could damage your tensioner and other pieces.
Yeah, in this case, I'm changing the tensioner because I want a new bearing and also a fresh spring so I get the proper tension. So go ahead and get the belt out. Also, note the routing of your belt before you take it apart. Did you do that, Ricky?
Nope.
All right. Okay. Let's see, how's this belt look? It's probably, quite honestly, it looks fine.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Yeah, not hard to get at. We'll be reusing the bolts.
All right, here it is. And
how's that feel? Okay, why don't you compare it to the new one?
yeah, it's kind of, that one has been too freely.
That one not much either. It was,
yeah.
so hard to say. Let's see what that bolt looks like.
And it kind of fought all the way out, so you kind of have to really get on it for every turn. But
all right, why don't we take it over to the wire brush wheel and clean it up.
All right, we're going to be doing just one piece at a time here. Note, it does not matter which way you put this back on.
Well, the best we can tell, it doesn't.
Yeah, but it seems to fit equally both ways. So there's that. And you got a torque spec for these?
Not 100% sure on it, but it said like 45 foot-pounds. We're just going to tighten it up on that.
Right. It wasn't, it didn't take a whole lot to break free, so not too worried about it. Plus, I'm not driving the car, so.
Okay, 16 millimeter on the tensioner. I'll take that off next.
Might need to note that the fan shroud is really close.
Why don't we get an open end wrench or something?
Yeah, so that might be better if you have a ratcheting box end wrench.
Oh, 16? We got one. Maybe.
Yeah, that might be more ideal. All right, guys. So note when you're installing your new one, there's this little tab here, and down here, really hard to see. There's another hole that lines up with that tab, so you can't get it all cockeyed or anything. So pretty much put it around, bolt it in, and it was like 30 or 45 foot-pounds.
I think it's 45 foot-pounds.
So once again, this one didn't feel very tight to take off. So there's that. Like I said before, keep in mind that there is a tab in there. Got that all tightened down. Now we're on this last pulley here. Once again, 13 millimeter. It'll probably come right out like the first one. And we'll look to see if there's an orientation. Probably not, but it doesn't hurt to look. All right, so keep in mind, if you don't take off the air box and all this, you will need a really short extension or something of that nature. We got a really stubby one because a long or deep socket is too long and it runs into stuff. So this is just a little bit shorter, so I think this will be enough just to get it broken loose and then get the rest by hand. So this is how it came off, and looking at it, same on both sides. Looking at a new one, same on both sides, so it don't really matter the orientation.
Hey, you got her?
Got it. So now it's time for you to reroute this belt.
Okay, we'll get it figured out.
Because I didn't pay attention when I took it all apart. And usually on cars there's a diagram of how it's routed, but you said you had it apart before.
I did when I was diagnosing the problem. So yeah, I'll get this routed, no problem.
All right, so after some continuous fighting of trying to get this belt back on, just loosen the two screws and pull this hose out of the way.
We were trying to save time, and that's, what, 2 seconds, or was it 3? Yeah, that really, we didn't take the wire off.
And made doing that easier and that easier. Just do it. It takes, you don't even have to unhook the sensor, just flop it out of the way.
Shortcuts never pay. All right, let's get this belt on.
All right, guys. So the belt is on. Like I said, just take this hose off. And we think we know why now, why you're having that belt squealing problem and having your issues. Because when we were initially taking this belt off and moving the tensioner, we could just do it with this and it just kind of went. This time, trying to get the belt back on, took a cheater pipe on the end of this to move it over far enough to get so.
A lot more spring tension.
Yeah. Your tensioner was bad.
I'm sure that's what it was. I'm sure the pulleys were fine, but like I said, at 145,000,
we were in here anyways.
It's done. Let's put the air intake on, fire it up, and go for a ride.
All right, guys. Fired it up, no problems. Took on a test drive, and no longer smelling burnt rubber from the hose and
the belt.
Or belt.
Yeah.
And seems to run just fine.
Yeah, the squealing noise went away.
So yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was a tensioner.
I had to then. So yeah, guys, hopefully this video helped you out, and if you have any questions, comment down below. We'll be happy to help. With that, like, subscribe, see you in the next one.